Scott Creighton, a longtime public servant from Shreveport, has officially retired from the Louisiana Supreme Court. Creighton served 10 years in that position. He joined us earlier to reflect on his years as a judge and as a prosecutor in the Caddo District Attorney's Office.
I, Scott Creighton, do solemnly swear.
It was December 2014 when Scott Creighton took his seat on Louisiana's highest court, trading the title of Judge Creighton for Justice Creighton. Creighton ran unopposed, but he was not unknown. He had served as a Caddo District judge for 24 years, and his work ethic was legendary. He was often first to arrive and last to leave.
One of his favorite phrases is all day, every day. He's a very hard worker. As a public servant, he's always given everyone all the effort he has.
Before joining the bench, he was a Caddo Assistant District Attorney who found himself at age 36 as lead prosecutor in the Nathaniel Code trial. Code had terrorized the Cedar Grove neighborhood for years. James Stewart was also an assistant DA at the time.
Stands out because he was a serial killer, and he tragically had murdered several people, and there was like a cloud over the community because of that. And Scott Creighton did a great job in getting that conviction and ultimately the death penalty in that case.
In the middle of the trial, which lasted 23 days, the district judge seat Creighton wanted opened up. He filed to run, but was unable to campaign.
He was still trying the Code case. And so he really had to concentrate on trying the Code case and finish it before he could ever get into the campaign, which was only a 30-day race.
That's when Creighton's wife, Susie, stepped up.
Thanks to my wife, Susie, she really got my campaign going. But it was a tough time. And we had two small children, too, ages 2 and 4.
Although the underdog, Creighton won, and the bulldog prosecutor became a judge. In addition to his long hours, he also became known for his compassion.
And there was one case in particular involving a young 15 or 16-year-old boy charged with armed robbery with a firearm, which carries a minimum mandatory term of 15 years, hard labor, without probation, parole, or suspension of sentence. And he had that deer in the headlights look, and I could see his family members in the audience weeping. It was a busy court day. And I think perhaps the clerk of court, the deputy clerk of court, sensed some discomfort by me, and she turned to me and said this. She said, "Judge, they just don't know."
It was on this day he hatched an idea for a local program to educate young people about the penalties awaiting them if they commit crimes. That program is now statewide.
He's, for years now, been going into classrooms all over the state, but specifically in this area, and talking to kids and trying to do what he can to maybe steer them away from coming into one of our courtrooms.
Creighton's last day on the bench was December the 31st, but he says he has no interest in retiring. He is joining a firm in New Orleans where he plans to focus on mediation. For KTBS 3 News, I'm Johnette Magner.